Miss M E Studios presents Just Being Me podcast. Your girl, Margot Evans. There will be a new postmortem today on the body of Michael Jackson at the request of his family. The doctor has been briefed to determine which was the cause of death: sunshine, moonlight, good times, or boogie. I know, I'm crazy. Hey, y'all. That was my joke of the week. Was it funny? I don't know. That was not my original joke, so it was a random one that I found. But if you want to hear any of my original jokes, you can just check me out tomorrow. Hey, at the Long Beach Federal Underground at the Hey Y'all Comedy Show, where I will be getting my funny on as the host, and along with a whole lot of funny comics. So come on out, join us 7:30. At the Long Beach Federal Underground, or you know what, you can also check me out on a Saturday. I will be in Culver City on Saturday at the Garage Bar at 7:30. I'll be performing in the Black Guy Fat Guy Comedy Show, hosted by one of my comedian friends, Benz Maurice, and he's super hilarious himself. So I just find little random jokes here and there, wherever, bubblegum rapper, whatever, so I can have a little funny joke of the week. So I hope you appreciate my jokes of the week, and if you have a joke of the week that you want me to say, then again, always hit me up, let me know, DM me. I have all of my handles will be in the description box. So welcome to episode 13, y'all, the big 1-3 to the Just Being M.E. Margot Evans podcast. I want to thank you again, and as always, for tuning into my podcast. I want to give a special shout out to all the cities that have been tuning in and that have tuned in last week. Los Angeles, again, is number 1. Yeah, because that's where I'm from. And then the LBC is where I live. It's number 2. Whoa. No, I was a rapper. Torrance, Compton, Encino, Fontana, Ontario, California, North Las Vegas, Milford, Massachusetts, Honolulu, Hawaii, aloha. Also, across the world, I am receiving love from Italy, Peru, and United Kingdom. Keep it coming, y'all. I got 50 states, and I wasn't good in what is it? Geography. I wasn't good at none of that. So I don't know nothing but my 50 states and whatever else on the outside. Don't try to get me to count, because I'm sorry. That wasn't my specialty. So it is what it is. So I'm trying to get everybody 50 plus states. Okay, now I'm sounding dumb. 50 states plus whatever countries and that want to come and listen to me. Anyway, please continue to spread the word to your friends and family. Not how dumb I sound, but let them know that I'm funny. You can let them know, hey, it's a really funny podcast that you guys can listen to. My girl, it's the Just Being M.E. Margot Evans podcast. She funny. You should tune in. Do you have Apple Podcasts? Do you have Spotify? Do you have Google Podcasts? What about Castbox, Spreaker, iHeartRadio? Hey, Hey, you can find me on any of those platforms. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm happy. I'm happy because I have my show again tomorrow. I'm so excited that the Hey Y'all comedy show will be on and crack-a-lackin' tomorrow at the Long Beach Federal Underground. We got a lot of people coming out. My headliner is Benny Minna. My featuring comic is Aaron Thompson, and a whole lot of other funny people will be on that show. So if you are anywhere in the vicinity of Long Beach tomorrow around 7 o'clock, come on and check us out. 102 Pine Street off of Pine and First. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so hilarious. And I'm your host. So come see me. Come see me. If you know me, even if you don't know me, come see me. I will be there. My weekend review. So I had a great week. I had a great week so far. Last weekend, I went to go see Jill Scott at the Microsoft Theater. Her show was fantastic. She definitely didn't disappoint. Tank was her opener, and he was sexy. As usual, he did a good job. I'll say my comments about Jill Scott and her concert for my new segment, which is called Bullshit and Beauty. I'll explain later. Yes, so I'll go a little bit more deeper into my Jill Scott concert. But other than that, my weekend was really great. I had a really nice week. I've just been prepping for the show this week, for tomorrow. Not this weekend, tomorrow. And then I have a show this weekend. I'm doing one of my friends' shows, like I said, in Culver City. It's at, what time is it? I think it's like at 7:30. It's called The Garage in Culver City. So I'll be doing his show on Saturday. And then on Sunday, my friend Benny, who's going to be headlining my show tomorrow, he has a show at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. It's the Latino night. So I might be stopping by there. So it's going to be a full week this weekend. Fun. It's always fun when you could do comedy, what I love. So I have a whole weekend full of laughter and comedy, and I am going to enjoy that. I'll let you guys know next week how all of that went. But other than that, that's all I've been doing this week. I'm going to jump on into my news, and I have a new intro for my news. Let's check it out. Today in news. Today in news. Did you like that? Okay, so today in news. It was an article. It was titled "Georgia School Gets Criticized for Their Chart of Black Hairstyles." So you all know school is about to start back up. The schools are sending parents information about school supplies, uniforms, classes, etc. But this school in Georgia that is about 95% black decided to post a chart that demonstrate inappropriate and appropriate hairstyles for black students. Okay. This right here, outrage. Even though the school is 95% black, you can't do that. Inappropriate hairstyles. According to Gossip, this sparked outrage, as I said, for a lot of reasons, because the fact that only the black children and their hairstyles were featured in the poster. There were no other people, no Hispanics, no whites, no Asians, nobody else but little black kids with the hairstyles. A hairstylist has said that it may not be so bad if they included other races, but the fact that they show all of those little black faces and the traditional black hairstyles made it worse. Now, I've seen the pictures of the hairstyles, and they are traditional black kids' hairstyles. They are haircuts. The cuts might have a little design in it, nothing drastic, nothing over the top. The little girls have twists in their hair. They're not super long. They're not extra. Or they had like a whole lot of ponytails in their hair with barrettes. That's the shit that we that's what we do. That's how we grew up, with the little barrettes and bows and balls and all the other stuff. Those were inappropriate styles. So how do you want our kids to wear their hair? I didn't see the appropriate style for the girls, but they showed the appropriate style for the little boys, and it was just like a regular bowl cut, just a cut. Just cut your hair, no style, no nothing. I mean, and I could truly understand if there's like gang signs or words or initials and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I will agree that shouldn't be in little kids' hair, because you don't know what that means. That might be a gang symbol. It might mean something, and we don't know. But the little style, the little extra little line, that's all it was. That's what they showed. It was not anything that was super drastic. The school district stated that the images depicted in the post in no way reflects the policy regarding appearance. This was a miscommunication at the school level and being handled by the school leadership. So they're saying that, this information shouldn't even went out. They won't disclose who was responsible for the rules, and they took down the post. But of course, we copy shit real quick. So I was able to find it. It's just crazy. It's just, the kids got enough stuff to be thinking about, and parents. I'm not a parent, but I've been a child and I have a parent. Just enough stuff to think about when it's time to start school, and to throw in inappropriate and appropriate hairstyles, and they all black. That's not cool. That's just not really the business. So hopefully the Georgia school will get it together, and the school district will get it together, and the little kids can enjoy whatever hair styles that they enjoy wearing. Okay, here we go. I really was dreading talking about this next news topic. So it just makes my stomach hurt anytime I have to talk about this dude, Agent Orange. So first of all, I just really want to send my condolences to the family and friends of the people who were killed in El Paso and Dayton, Ohio. Prayers out to you guys. I don't really like speaking on Agent Orange or the dude in the White House, but I read this article and I just wanted to share it. And before any of you guys who voted for Agent Orange have anything to say to me referring to the dude in the White House as Agent Orange or the dude in the White House, just let me say, when Agent Orange shows respect to us, he will receive respect. And I will leave it right there. No respect, you don't give respect, you don't get respect. So for me, I call him Agent Orange or the dude in the White House. So that's how I address him. But this article was in the New York Times, and it was titled, "Trump Comes to Console. El Paso Says No Thanks." They don't want you over there in their little area. I don't really want to go into this because it's sad. But just to update you, in case you haven't heard, this past weekend in El Paso, 22 people were killed at a Walmart by a white suspect warned of a Hispanic invasion. He said it's a Hispanic invasion. So Agent Orange decided that he wanted to go to El Paso and console the people on Wednesday and try to meet the victims and the protesters. But they wasn't having it. They were like, how dare you show up here? Your action and your words that you spew throughout your campaign. And as you just talk and tweet and all this other stuff, we don't want you here. You constantly have been riddled your negative views of the Hispanic people. And they just wasn't feeling you. It's like that person that comes over to your house, or if you have a party and then you tell everybody, and then except for that one person, and then that one person show up, and then they're like, how the hell he know? Who told him to come here? Like, they looked at him like, why are you here? Because you have been calling these Hispanic people murderers and rapists and gangbangers. And now after one of your hate mongers decided to attack because he is living by your sentiments. You want to come over there and console the people of El Paso. Orangey, please. Okay. It's just not, this dude's mind, his thought process is just like ridiculous. The people in El Paso is just not there for it. They had a White House representative. The White House representative had contacted Representative Veronica Escobar, who's a Democrat representing El Paso in Congress, and they invited her to join Agent Orange during the visit, and she requested a phone call with the dude in the White House prior to him coming, in effort to explain that the language that he used to describe Latinos, sometimes equating them with violent criminals, is dehumanizing, and he has a responsibility to acknowledge the power of his words and apologize for them and take them back, because they are still hanging with them. Those words are still hanging with the people of El Paso, the Latino community. Well, she was told Orangey was too busy to talk, so she declined to join him when he came to visit, and she said she refused to be accessory to the visit, and that's good. I give her applause. Thank you. I really do give her applause because, dude, I asked to speak to you so that I can try to help you out before you come over here and tell you what the sentiments are over here in El Paso before you step your little orange ass over here, and then you too busy? You can't speak to me? Oh, okay. So he went over there, and then I seen some another news story when I was reading the article online, and then they have like a little news story, and I heard just a little snippet of it, and they were saying that Agent Orange was standing outside of the hospital room. So he went to go visit the victims or whatever. And then he had stepped out of the hospital room where they had the cameras rolling and everything. And he started to talk about, how many people he had when he, that came out to see him when he came to El Paso and this and that. And, I had these many people in the room. Do you remember? And somebody's like, yeah, I was there in the front row. He was like, yeah. So you remember I had a whole lot of people that was here, and they was telling me, what are you talking about, Orangey? What are you talking about? This dude is okay. I really have to move on because he really makes me hot. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. He don't make me hot that kind of way. He irritates me, and I just want to say, you guys make sure you go out and vote whoever you vote for. If you voted for Trump, that's what you did. I'm not mad at you. I'm not going to say anything negative about you. That's who you voted for. That's who you voted for. But, other people, we need to get out. If we don't want Trump to be in the White House, again, I said his name and it just felt nasty in my mouth when I said it. If you don't want Agent Orange to be in the White House, we got to get out and vote. And these candidates, y'all need to really come through for us, because I don't watch too much of the debates, like when it's a million people that's vying for the presidency. I kind of wait till it gets down to the nitty gritty of the last maybe 5. So I don't know who the candidates are. I know some of them. I heard, the people, but right now it's just I call this the circus stage. It's, everybody have to say something, this, that, whatever, and I really not there for it. So just get out and vote. Do what you got to do. Unfortunately, my next story is also about the orange dude, because Equinox, you heard about this story, Equinox, the workout place, and Soul Cycle is facing backlash after it revealed that the chairman is hosting a fundraiser for Agent Orange. So while we are just out here trying to not deal with this, they have this guy. His name is, what is his name? Stephen Ross. So Stephen Ross, according to the Shade Room, people are canceling their memberships to Equinox and Soul Cycle after it revealed that the company owner, Stephen Ross, is hosting a fundraiser for Agent Orange. And The invitations reportedly state that the attendees will pay up to $100,000 for a picture with the dude in the White House and $250,000 to listen to a roundtable discussion with the orange dude. So, okay, I can't. Don't even. People took to Twitter. People took to social media. They were very outraged. They said a lot of things. Let's see who said this. It was a comedian, Bill Eichner. He said, "Hey, at Equinox, what is your policy on canceling memberships once a member finds out your owner is enabling racism and mass murder?" It's just, this dude is a mess. Let me see. It says, "Sorry, at Soul Cycle, you can't peddle inspiration in your classes, and we have an owner funding hate and racism in the back room." This is actor Conrad Ricamora. He wrote, "Bye." So people are jumping ship from Soul Cycle and Equinox, and the spokesperson for Equinox had something to say. Her name is Samantha Bonizzi, and she wanted to assure everyone that the company has nothing to do with the upcoming luncheon. The company may not have, like, the people that work there might not have nothing to do with it, but this dude has, like, the majority of the shares, so he's getting a large cut of Equinox and Soul Cycle, and they had some other things that he is a part of. So, you know, whenever you say that dude's name, we come to action. But I just want us to come to action when it's time to be in them polls and make sure that and not the stripper polls. Not the stripper polls. I'm talking about the polling place with the aunties with the big book where you can go out and vote, and got the auntie with the big book talking about what's your name and your address, and you got to talk to 3 aunties. But I don't care. I'm going to talk to all 3 of my aunties so that they can make sure that they get me in there, and then I could go into the voting booth and I can vote for who I want to vote for. And we just need to do it. Period, point blank. Period, and the point and the blank. Okay, so moving right along to the reality. I got another transition. So I'm just telling y'all this time because I'm just going to transition into the next segment with my music. So this is for reality.
Serve that tea on reality, girl.
I said, serve that tea on reality, girl. That was me. Anyway, so I didn't really have any outrageous moments that occurred in reality this week. I did watch some reality shows, but I didn't really, nothing really like stuck with me to where I want to be like, oh, this is what I talk about. So I did see that Kenya Moore is going to be holding the peach again on Atlanta Housewives. I hope she calms down after having a baby and getting married. I mean, I'm here for her antics because that's all a part of, the draw to the shows. But the extra antics, we don't need it. We don't need it. Just on a side note, I read in the Shade Room about a week ago that Kenya's ex, Matt, was arrested for punching his new girlfriend in the face. That dude was super weird. Anyway, he was a freaking weirdo on the show. I don't know where he came from. They were saying that she paid him to be on the show with her. He just looked crazy and deranged. He really did. So I don't know. But I'm glad that that Kenya got out of it. I got out of that relationship before he did anything to her. So I welcome her back. She's such a beautiful woman. She was showing on the Shade Room her losing her baby weight and how good she looked and blah, blah, blah. So I just hope that she, she can have some antics, but just nothing over the top. You're a mom now. You're a wife now. So act as such. I am a fan of the Black Ink franchise. So the New York and Chicago, and now they have Compton. Whoop, in my hood. Have Black Ink Compton, which will be airing on VH1 on August 14th, and I will definitely be checking that out. I watched the trailer last night, and it looked very interesting. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. So I really like the first seasons of reality shows because people are really trying to figure out who they are and, who they gonna be, the villain, the good guy, the funny person. The first season, they really trying to figure it out. Then you have those extra people that's just extra. They want that you could tell that they are doing the most so that they can be the one that people talk about. But don't do that. And I know this has already been recorded, so we'll see the one that want to be extra and you look real dumb. So, I'm looking forward to hearing that. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I did watch the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. They started their new season. Nothing really stood out to me, just the regular schmegular stuff. They did have the April and Fizz getting together situation going on, but that's already been in the blogs and on, everything else prior to this show starting, so it was like nothing new. I guess they'll get into it during the next next episodes. So maybe I'll hopefully I'll have something to talk about next week, y'all. So this next segment is my new segment. So I got rid of my weekly topics. So this segment is called Bullshit and Beauty, or BAB for short. BAB. So I'm trying to really figure out this whole thing, this whole podcast, even though I have 13 episodes, is 13 is not a lot in podcast world. So, I'm still in my infant stages in podcasting, and I'm here to create my own lane. There are so many great podcasts out here that I currently listen to, and I am climbing up right behind them. And because there's room for all of us, but I just want to make sure that I am not biting off of nobody. And I know, just like with comedy, I sometimes don't like to listen to other people's comedy because I don't want that, to taint my thoughts. I wouldn't, for a long time when I first started doing comedy, I wouldn't listen to comedy because I would think, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, make a joke about that. But, I don't want to. I need my jokes and my thoughts to be my jokes and my thoughts, and it needs to be authentic to me. So I wouldn't listen to comics. Like I wouldn't even watch a lot of comedy. I mean, I watched it, if a Kevin Hart or something like that somebody special came on, I would watch it. But for the most part, I would try not to listen to other comedians because I just didn't want them to taint my thought process. I can listen to them now because, hey, I know what I'm doing. No. But even now, sometimes I just don't like to listen to it. And it's the same thing with the podcast because I listen to a couple of podcasts that I really, really enjoy. And I don't want to mimic anyone's podcast. And I want to find my own lane and do me. Margot Evans, I want to do me. So I created, instead of like a weekly topics, because I've heard that on other podcasts, came up with, actually, I want to give a shout out to my girl Mary. She gave me that title and I was like, that has a ring to it. So I picked it up. So it's called Bullshit and Beauty. So you're like, what is bullshit and beauty? What is bullshit and beauty? So the bullshit topic, it could be a bullshit topic or it could be a beauty topic. For example, if it's a bullshit topic, it may be something that really got on my nerves. It can be someone that got on my nerves. It can just be some bullshit and I want to rant about it. And so it'll be under my bullshit topic. Or it can be beauty. It may be something that someone or something that made me smile. It can be something that made my day or someone that made my day. Something that's positive or someone that's positive. Sometimes I might have a bullshit and beauty topic like I do this week. So bear with me with my bullshit. I don't even have a I don't even have an intro for that one yet because I'm just trying to figure it out. I haven't felt it, like what that's supposed to sound like, but working on it. So this week, that bullshit is about the nail shop antics that I dealt with recently. So I went to the nail shop last week, which I do every 2 to 3 weeks, depending, because I have gel on my nails and my feet, and sometimes it'll last 2 weeks, and sometimes it'll last 3 weeks. Fine. Anyway, I am still in the process of finding a nail shop in the LBC that holds to the standards of service that I'm used to getting when I was in downtown LA. I had a bomb nail shop in downtown LA. I didn't have no issues. I didn't have no chips. I didn't have nothing. They did my nails, and my nails were bomb every single time. I would have natural nails. I put gel on my natural nails. I put gel on my toenails so they can last longer when I have shoes on. And I never had an issue. I mean, people, my friends would be like, oh, you have gel nails? Your nails look good all the time. I can't do gel because they chip. And I was like, I've never had my gel nails chip. Never. Until now. Until now, I haven't been able to find a shop in the LBC that, I feel like everything is good when I leave. And when I leave, it's okay, except for this time. But then, like, a day or so later, either they filed them too thin, so they'll crack, or they'll chip. And I'm like, okay, I pay a lot of money for my nails, and this is not going to get it. So I went to the nail shop, the one that I thought was going to be like, my final destination. I found a shop. I went in. My regular ladies were busy. I didn't make an appointment. I usually make an appointment. Like, when I leave, I'm like, okay, I'll be back 2 weeks from now on this date, or 3 weeks from now on that date. I didn't do that because I went on a cruise and I missed my date. And so I was like, you know what? I really need to get my nails done. I can't look at my nails like that. So I just popped in. So my ladies were busy. So I took the 2 women that were available, but it was all bad. They were very nice. I will say that. They were very nice and pleasant. I've seen them while I was getting my nails done by my regular ladies. So they're very nice ladies, but they nickeled and dined me on everything that I got done. For example, like I said, I have natural nails. 2 of my nails were cracked, like down low. And so she was like, I can fix that. I can fix that for you. I was like, okay, whatever. She said, so I don't have to cut it. I was like, all right, cool. So I was already tired. I really wasn't I wasn't paying attention. And next thing that I knew, I had some powder on my regular natural nails. On all of them, all 10 of my nails. So I look at, she's like, look, it looks good, don't it? And I was like, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that looked fine. Maybe it'll help my nails from breaking. I'm not tripping. I'm good. So then she asked me, do you want me to cut your cuticles? And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm getting, a manicure. So why you asking me if I want my cuticles cut? I was like, yeah, why not? She said, okay, so that's $7, but I'll charge you $5. $7? But you charge me $5? Like, I don't. Okay. I'm getting a manicure, but still, I hesitated because I'm not a confrontational person. I do have an alter ego who is very confrontational. Her name is Shay Shay, but her ass didn't jump out in no time. Like, when I really needed that bitch, she didn't. She didn't jump out. I needed her to come save me because I'm letting these people nickel and dime me because Margot Evans, is a very nice person. I don't like confrontation. I'm not about to be loud in a nail shop. I'm going to let you do what you got to do. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not coming back here. I'm just not going to come back here. And I needed my cuticles cut. And I mean, people going to be like, oh, well, why didn't you just ask them? I couldn't. I just really couldn't. I really needed Shay Shay to jump out and say everything that I needed to say. So I was like, okay, whatever. She did. I said, cool, $5, whatever. So the lady that was doing my pedicure, she said, do you want a massage? Do you want a massage? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I get a massage every time I get my toes done. And she said, okay, yeah, that'll be $10 for 10 minutes. $10 for 10 minutes? Like, what are you talking about? My other ladies don't charge me like this, so why are y'all nickeling and diming me? Like, I I was getting pissed, but again, I'm not a confrontational person. I didn't say anything, so I let her. Well, actually, I paid her to massage my feet because I wanted a massage for an extra $10. So I started calculating all this stuff in my head, and I'm like, okay. So then I got like this like gold overlay on 4 of my nails, and so she was like, "Oh, it's 2 for $5." 2 for $5? Okay. Wow. So now I'm calculating. I said, okay, because I always get a different color on my nails. But again, nickel and diming me. And then she asked me if I wanted a massage on my hand. And that would be an extra $10. I'm like, okay, at that point, I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like every single thing that you guys are asking me, is you guys are putting this together like a la carte. Like, why am I paying? If I get a manicure supposed to come with a massage. Like, I've never even had a manicure without a massage. A pedicure, I've never had a pedicure without a massage. I always get like the deluxe package. What is happening here? Like, I don't understand. I really didn't get it. And, you know, I'm ranting about it right now. And like I said, I wish my alter ego would have came out and karate chopped in their necks. Karate chopped their ass in their necks and kicked them in their face with my hands and my feet. But I'm not a confrontational person. So I was extremely agitated. And I was like, in my head, I'm never coming back here again. I have to find me another nail shop. So I won't do that. So here I am speaking to my nail people. Dear nail people, stop nickel and diming your customers. I already pay a pretty penny to maintain my nails, my eyebrows, and etc. I don't need you to charge me an a la carte price that every other nail shop includes in their services. I just can't. Like, I don't get it. I'm upset. I'm upset. And they smiled the whole time. And then I'm like, okay, yes. And all I heard was cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And when I look at them, it looked like they was looking at me saying, gotcha, bitch. Like, I gotcha. They got me. And I allowed them to get me. So in a way, I feel like I can't be mad because I allowed that to happen. But in another way, I'm like, how many other people have y'all got like this? So I'm just going to take my business elsewhere. It's just my other 2 ladies, they were really nice, but she was like my original 2 ladies. She did kind of file my nails a little bit thin, so they would crack every week. They would crack really low. So I'm just gonna find me another place. So that is my bullshit of the week. My beauty of the week is going to the Jill Scott concert. I really love Miss Jill. I have been a fan of hers since she released her first mainstream single in 2005. I forgot what it was. I shouldn't have said that, but I did. But I know that she came out in 2005. Her music is just so real. A lot of people like Mary J. Blige, which I do like Mary J. Blige as well. But Jill Scott's music just really spoke to me at a time that I really needed her to speak to me. And it just seemed like me and Jill, were both going through similar relationship issues at the same time, or when she wrote the music. And the only difference is, well, one of the differences was that she had a child. So she, had made songs about her husband and a child. But, a lot of coinky dinks was like, damn, yeah, I got it. Yeah. So like Wendy Williams say, Jill is definitely a friend in my head. She seems like she's a super cool chick, just lax, and I don't know. I hope one day that I can really meet her and just sit down and talk. And she just seemed like a super chill, cool woman. The concert was amazing. She looked beautiful, so beautiful. She had braids, long braids, and she had this yellow kimono on and a bodysuit. Jill's body, okay? You might think she be getting airbrushed and stuff when you see her on pictures. No, baby is bad. Baby is bad. Baby looks good. Baby looks real good. So she's amazing. She's amazing. She sounded amazing as usual and as expected. She sang those songs. She sang. She didn't just sing. She sang. And then she sang, I'm sorry, I can't remember the song, but it was the one that she sings it like opera style. Oh, that just like made me melt. It really did. So, Jill Scott, you are my beauty of the week. And thank you. I thank you. I thank you. So, that is it this week for the Just Being Me Margot Evans podcast. I appreciate you guys hanging in here with me. I really appreciate you guys listening every week. My numbers are going up, my listeners. So, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I thank you for all of the feedback that I receive. I take it all in. I love constructive criticism. Is helping me. It's helping me build my brand. It's helping me build my podcast. It's helping me build just who I am. So I appreciate that. So I am still living. I am still loving. Always laughing. Thank you so very much for listening and supporting the Just Being Me Margot Evans podcast. Bye.